As the old saying goes, the family that plays together stays together. In that spirit, publisher Outright Games specializes in video games meant to be enjoyed by adults and children alike, some of which are from franchises you're almost certainly already familiar with. And since it's the season of giving, we have a gift for you. We're going to help you find a game that's the perfect fit for your family. Here are 6 options that provide nice, wholesome fun for you and your kids. For a sports game that's simple to learn, check out NBA Bounce. You'll choose one of the 30 real-life NBA teams and take to the court in 3-on-3 arcade-style games where you can jump higher than the basket and pull off some wild dunks. There's 4-player local multiplayer so the whole family can play together. There's a progression system where you can unlock new jerseys, sneakers, and mascots. Did we mention you can play as mascots? And there are multiple game modes. Full season mode is pretty self-explanatory, but party mode adds some unpredictable quirks to games. At the beginning of each quarter, a random party effect will get chosen that will last for that quarter. Effects include things like scoring extra points from certain zones on the court, getting extra points for scoring early in the shot clock, and Electro Ball, where your players will get shocked if they hold the ball for too long. That's one way to make sure you pass the ball. The controls are very simple and easy to grasp, so it's accessible for inexperienced gamers and kids. A stealth game probably isn't the first thing that would jump to mind when you think about family games, but this isn't your typical stealth game. Chicken Run: Eggstraction is a follow-up to the Netflix film Chicken Run: Dawn of the Nugget, where you play as Molly, Rocky, Frizzle, and crew. Your fellow chickens have been captured, and it's your mission to sneak in and free them. But this stealth is of the silly variety. You'll hide in bins or under tables or disguise yourself as a bush or traffic cone. Whatever it takes to rescue your feathered friends. And when your growing group of freed fowl are inevitably spotted, chaos ensues and you'll need to make a break for it. The game can be played solo or in co-op, and you'll infiltrate 5 farms of increasing difficulty, though it never gets particularly hard. This is a game meant for kids to enjoy after all. It's a light-hearted, goofy game where you outsmart hapless guards and cause the occasional bit of mayhem. It's good for a laugh, especially for kids who already know and love the characters of Chicken Run. If you're watching this video, I'm assuming you're a parent, which means you already know about Paw Patrol. It's beloved the world over, and now it has its first racing game based off the Rescue Wheels spin-off, Paw Patrol Rescue Wheels Championship. You can play as one of the pups of Rescue Wheels or as the villains like Mayor Humdinger. Each racer gets their own monster truck, which you can customize. You can change each ride's skin, wheels, exhaust trail, and stickers to give it a new look before jumping into a race. Each racer also gets their own unique abilities and signature stunts that they can perform in mid-air. And you can pick up power-ups during races that do all kinds of things, like speeding you up or slowing down opponents. The vehicles are pretty easy to keep under control, but even if you end up off course, you can warp back to the track with one button press. So there's no danger of getting stuck or not knowing where to go. That kind of simplicity makes it a great first racing game for young kids, while slightly more advanced concepts like drifting and power-up timing can keep older kids engaged too. This is another game based on a very popular children's series, but a very different style of game. Dora Rainforest Rescue is an interactive adventure starring Dora the Explorer, her friend Boots, and other beloved characters from the series. It continues the series' tradition of providing education and entertainment, with some simple platforming and basic problem solving. Things like needing to water a flower to make it grow and become a jumping point to reach higher ground. There are 5 colourful locations to explore, with items to gather and gameplay that consists of running, jumping, and swinging. It's accessible to even very young children, but can be played co-op, so a parent or older sibling can also help them along if needed. This is a good introduction to gaming for young children who haven't experienced it before and might be overwhelmed by a more complicated game, especially if they're already familiar with the world and characters of Dora. As you can probably guess from the name, Bratz Rhythm and Style is all about fashion and music. There's up to 4-player multiplayer, and you can play as the original 4 Bratz dolls: Chloe, Yasmin, Sasha, and Jade. You can customize your character's outfit with lots of options to choose from. Mix and match different tops with skirts, pants, and shorts to find the look you want, or go with full body outfits like dresses. And there are plenty of shoes to choose from, as well as makeup and different hairstyles and colours. Once you've figured out your look, it's time to take to the stage in cities around the world and compete in fashion shows or rhythm games with Bratz songs. You'll travel to cities like Paris, Tokyo, Milan, and beyond on your quest to outstyle and outdance the competition. If you have kids who love dressing up their dolls, this game takes things to a whole new level. This being a guide for holiday gifts, we had to bring things full circle with a game that fits the holiday spirit too. The Elf on the Shelf Christmas Heroes is the festive platformer that puts you in the shoes of the titular elf. Customize your look and then help save Christmas by training to become a scout elf. Jump, dash, and swing through festive rooms and snowy yards. Dodge obstacles like yo-yos, nutcrackers, and clapping snowmen. If your family already has an Elf on the Shelf tradition, then here's your chance to keep that tradition going and get into the Christmas spirit. And there you have it, 6 games that the whole family can enjoy. Which one do you want to see your kids unwrap this holiday season? Let us know in the comments below, and for all your holiday gifting needs, stick with IGN.